Okay, perfect. So welcome, everyone. I'll welcome both of you guys to our hormonal roller coaster class. Today, we're going to take a look into the twists and turns of hormonal fluctuations, understanding their impact on our health and emotions, and discovering natural strategies to navigate the ride through the different stages of life. So, before we embark on this journey, a quick disclaimer. We're not here to provide any medical advice. Our aim is to enlighten your enlightening you about how the body functions and how to explore natural solutions to support your well-being. Okay, my name is Ana Contreras, and I am a wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils. So the recommendations that we'll be providing today will have many essential oils in everything, and then we also work with other wellness products like supplements and other things that you will see. All right, so if let's see, let's just do a little poll right here. If you were a superwoman and you could choose one hormonal superpower to have, which would it be? So from this list, if you can use your chat or you can unmute yourself, what do you think? What would you rather have? So one, mood mastery, the perfect control over your emotions. The second, number two, will be energy burst, endless energy, and energy reserve notes, no more fatigue. So Christine says metabolism magic. So speed of metabolism, effortless weight management. I think we all there, and we always we want to be able to eat a lot and not and not gain weight. So I don't know what pretty if
It's the number 4, the sleep serenity.
sleep serenity. Okay, perfect. It's perfect. So definitely something very important that we should take into consideration, because sleep is so important. Sometimes we sleep, but we don't rest. Okay, so we sleep through the night, but we feel unrested the next day. So that is something that is super important for our health, to sleep. It's like the most important thing that we have to think about. All right. So let's talk about what hormones actually are. Okay, what have you ever felt that you're not in control of your own life? Okay, guess what? Sometimes when like that happens, it's your hormones that are calling all the shots. We probably all felt it when we're in our period, or when we're changing in like different hormonal stages of our life. So understanding hormones and what hormones do, how do they work, and their effect in our physiology, behavior, and mood can be very powerful tool to naturally balance your hormones. So imagine your body like a busy city with hormones being the traffic controllers. They are like chemical messengers that controls everything from your mood to your metabolism. So they are what tells the body what to do. It's like one part of the body is sending another part of the body a text message in a form of a chemical messenger. So in this case, this chemical messenger is the hormone. So for example, when the body is trying to tell the ovary to produce estrogen, it does it by producing another hormone. So hormones are everywhere. So it's very important to understand what they are and how they work, because they have great power to create chaos or harmony in our bodies. And we want to make sure that we have the power to maintain balance and harmony within ourselves. But here's the thing. Even a tiny problem with our hormones can lead to chaos on our streets, like on the streets of our body. So one small mistake can cause a whole chain reaction that can disrupt your entire system. We we measure these hormones in really small amounts. They're called nanograms and picograms. To put it simply, a nanogram is like taking a tiny bit of salt and sprinkling over 10,000 gallons of potato chips. A picogram is 1,000 times smaller than that. So when you take hormone medication, you are taking them in milligram, which are a very much larger amount. So 1 milligram is 1 million nanograms. So that's how small these hormones are. So when you're taking hormone medication, you're taking lots of nanograms, which is that it's pretty much more than you need. So don't underestimate these hormones, even though they're very tiny, they have a huge impact on your body and how you feel. So this is very important to understand. So how our body works. So as you can see in the diagram, the female endocrine system it's a set of organs and glands that have to work synergistically together. So let's continue with the same analogy. The female endocrine system operates much like a busy city. So let's do a little interaction if you guys don't mind. I'll ask you a question. What part of your body do you think acts as the highway patrol? Who's the boss in our endocrine system? Let's see what you guys think. What organ in our body?
The brain.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. As specifically the pituitary and the hypothalamus. These key organs and glands in the in the female endocrine system include, like I just said, the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland in the brain. So they coordinate the hormone productions. The ovaries, which are located, you obviously know where they're located, in the lower abdomen, they produce estrogen and progesterone, regulator our menstrual cycles and reproduction. Then we have the thyroid gland situated in the neck, and it influences our metabolism and energy levels. The adrenal glands that are positioned on top of each kidney. They produce hormones like cortisol, which are involved in the stress responses. Pancreas, found in this behind the stomach, it produces the insulin and it regulates blood sugar levels. And the mammary glands located in our breast that produces hormones for lactation and breastfeeding. So in other words, organs and glands like the ones I just mentioned are like the traffic controllers, and then the cars on the road are our mood, body temperature, feelings, state of mind, menstrual cycles, etc. The highway patrol, represented by the pituitary and the hypothalamus, sends signals to the organs and other glands via a chemical messenger, like we said, the hormones, and each one should respond with this signal, with these signals, by performing the designated role and producing another hormone that affects everything that happens on the overall road system of our organism. Ideally, the organ and glands should send a feedback to the brain indicating that they have, hold on a second, okay, indicating that they have received the message, okay, and they have carried out the task that they were supposed to do. Okay. However, if the organs fail to respond and ignore the signals, the brain initiates that alarm reaction, yelling out to the traffic controllers to produce more or less hormones. So that sometimes it's not what we need, and it generates that chaos and disruption. Okay. So we want to have that communication between the organs and glands. So up and down regulations are like volume controllers for your hormones in your body. Okay. Think of up regulation as turning up the volume. When your body up regulates, it increases the sensitivity of cells to hormones, making them more responsive. So it's like when you turn up the volume on the radio and it suddenly you hear everything louder. These can make you feel more sensitive or reactive to certain hormones. For example, when estrogen receptors in the breast tissue are upregulated, it's like they're turned up, making you more sensitive to estrogen signals. This can affect mood and reproductive health. On the flip side, down regulation is like turning down the volume. When you down regulate, it decreases the sensitivity to this of cells to hormones, making them less responsive. So it's like when you turn down the volume of the radio and things get quieter. These can make you feel less sensitive or responsive to certain hormones. For example, when cortisol receptors are downregulated, it's like they're turned down, dampening the stress responses. So this can make you feel less anxious or tense during stressful situations. So overall, upregulation and downregulation help your body maintain hormonal balance, sort of like adjusting the volume to keep everything just right. But when these controls get out of whack, it can lead to hormonal imbalances, messing with how you feel physically and emotionally on the hormonal roller coaster. So, what are the things that wreck our endocrine system? So, let's talk about what actually affect the endocrine system and puts us into hormonal chaos. We're going to be talking about external estrogens, which means that is estrogen that is not produced by our body, and it could come in many different places from many different places. These are things that are in the environment that look like estrogens to the body, and when your body is exposed to it, it grabs it and it uses them just like it was the estrogen that your body produced. We can find these external estrogens in, for example, pesticides, some foods like soy and commercial dairy, and cleaning products. Okay, some of the cleaning products that we are using are endocrine disruptors. Also, body care products and cosmetics will have ingredients in them that act very estrogenic, especially skincare products. So, unfortunately, there is no law that requires labeling a hormone that has been put into a skincare product. So we have to be very careful with what we put in our skin, because our skin absorbs everything. So everything that you put in your skin, you are absorbing. And if it's full of chemicals, you are absorbing all of chemical as well as the hormones that we're just talking about. So stress is not a hormone disruptor, but it can wreck your life. So managing stress properly is very important as well. To maintain hormone balance and overall health, it is crucial to be mindful also of trans fats, which are commonly found in processed and very processed food. And it's trans fat can impact on our cellular function. Remember, we do not create fat, we get it from what we eat. So the cell membrane receptors play a crucial role on how trans fat influence cellular processes, including those involved in the hormonal regulation. So when trans fat interact with the receptors on the cell membrane, they initiate signal pathways that can disrupt our hormones and our hormone balance, and they affect they disrupt it by affecting the enzyme activities, ion channel functions, and other cellular processes. These disruptions may lead to imbalances in hormone levels, contributing to adverse health effects. So therefore, you should very prioritize a balanced diet rich in whole food and low in processed and fried food to minimize trans fat consumptions. Additionally, we should consider incorporating dietary supplements like omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants to support cellular health and mitigate the impact of trans fat on our hormone regulation. By making informed decisions in our dietary choices, you can help maintain hormone balance and overall well being, obviously. Last but not least, something that many people don't know that are hormone disruptors are fragrances, perfumes, or even fragrances that we find in our body care products, including soaps, candles in our homes, or the laundry. These are very, very potent endocrine disruptors. When I found out that fragrances and like the perfumes that I was using were like messing up with my hormones, I stopped using them. I did not. I did not throw them away, but I kept them just to like, okay, date night or whatever with my husband, that I put a little bit, but I don't use it as a daily thing. It's not part of my routine. Um, so now that we know where the disruptions come from, we can work on minimizing them, but what do we do with all of the consequences? Many times they are categorized and labeled as some kind of disease instead of identifying them as they really are. One of the most common things that we see is estrogen dominance. This is a condition where there is an imbalance between estrogen and progesterone, with estrogen levels obviously being relatively higher compared to progesterone. The normal ratio for this is 4 to 3 with estrogen to progesterone. So when we have too many estrogenic things in our body, especially if they're coming from external sources, there might be a range of effects in women's health, including menstrual irregularities. So there is definitely estrogen dominance that can lead to changes in the menstrual cycle, such as irregular periods, heavy bleeding, or shorter cycles. Higher estrogen levels can cause breast tenderness or swelling, especially before menstruation. Estrogen dominance has also been associated with weight gain, particularly in the hips, the thighs, and the abdomen. Changes in estrogen levels can affect neurotransmitter in the brain, leading to mood swings, irritability, or depression. Also, elevated estrogen levels may contribute to the growth of uterine fibroids, non-cancerous. These are non-cancer growth in the uterus that can cause pelvic pain and heavy menstrual bleeding. Endometriosis, which is this is definitely estrogen dominance, and it has been linked to the development of and progression of endometriosis, which is a condition where the tissue that it's similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside the uterus, causing pain and infertility. This is something that I suffer from, and I have very painful. Well, I had right now I have it controlled, thankfully, but very painful periods, lots of very heavy bleeding, and the mood swings were horrible. So it led me to infertility as well. So thankfully, I was able to get pregnant, but it was very hard for me to be able to get pregnant because of the endometriosis. It not only was painful, but it also messed up with pretty much everything in my fertility. My egg quality, the hormones were like pretty much taking me to menopause at 33 years old. So it's something that it really messed me up. And then another one that really causes infertility as well, it's the polycystic ovary syndrome, which is a hormonal disorder characterized by elevated levels of androgens, which is a male hormone, and it creates irregular menstrual cycles because of the estrogen dominance. It could intensify the symptoms of the PCOS. And finally, breast cancer risk. So prolonged exposure to high estrogen levels may also increase the risk of developing a hormone sensitive to breast cancer. It is important to know that estrogen dominance is a complex condition. So it is influenced by various factors, including hormonal fluctuations during the menstrual cycle, menopause, and certain health conditions. So it the effects can vary from person to person. So now, when a woman has symptoms that are from hormonal imbalances, the traditional Western approach will be to chemically manipulate or remove the part that has the symptoms, but none of them addresses the root cause of the problem, and it may have many side effects that we should consider. So the most typical options for treatment will be hormonal replacement therapy that involve the administration of estrogen, progesterone, or a combination of both to alleviate the symptoms of menopause, such as hot flashes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, or mood swings. So, and the side effects may include bloating, breast tenderness, nausea, headaches, and increased risk of blood clots, stroke, heart disease, and breast cancer. When I hear this, I'm like, is that even worth it? Um, the side effects are worse than the problem that we're going through. Also, the many people go on birth control pills to balance their hormones. They contain synthetic hormones, estrogen and progesterone, that are commonly used to regulate the menstrual cycle, manage the symptoms of, for example, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and obviously prevent pregnancy. Or, for example, the endometriosis that I have, one of the options to manage it is birth control, which I do not do. Uh, but the side effects may include nausea, breast tenderness, headaches, mood changes, breakthroughs, bleeding, increase, and also same thing, increased risk of blood clot, stroke, and heart attack. And then finally, no, uh, the estrogen creams or rings, estrogen creams or vaginal rings contain estrogen that are used to relieve the symptom of vaginal dryness, itchiness, and irritation associated with menopause. The side effects also may include this vaginal discharge, irritation, increase of yeast infection or urinary tract infection. And then this is actually the final, the selective estrogen receptor modulators, or SERMs, that are medication that selectively target estrogen receptors in different tissues and are used to treat conditions such as osteoporosis and breast cancer. Side effects include hot flashes, leg cramps, increased risk of blood clots, and potential effects on the bone density and endometrial health. So I swear, when I hear all of these side effects, it's just, I don't feel it's worth. I prefer to have the hormonal imbalance. I feel like safer. So what are we going to do with all of this? You definitely don't want to live in chaos. You want to bring your body to balance, and there are definitely natural ways that we can use to support our body. And we want to talk about some natural strategies that are going to make a difference for you. This first thing is to remove the causes of disruptions that we have talked about. And you can control what goes into your body, what you put into your body. Even shampoo also has many chemicals. So whatever comes into your home, you can definitely control. And also, definitely, like, the things that you eat is something that you control. Um, and like I said at the beginning, I work with essential oils and other natural supplements. So that's now I'm going to give you some solutions and strategies to help you nourish your body. The first the first thing, you have to begin with a strong foundation. It is important to give the body everything it does need, to get rid of everything it doesn't need. You cannot ask the body to do things that doesn't have the equipment to do. You have to make sure to give the body everything it needs to perform cellular functions. So if you see in the middle of a white box, it's called Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is a pack of vitamins, omegas, and antioxidants. And this is where they come into play for our foundation. So supplementing ourselves is definitely the foundation of our health. It has all the components that the body needs to function properly on a daily basis. As we age, we lose the ability to digest properly, and because we're not digesting the food that we eat, we're also not we lose the ability to absorb the nutrients. So this can definitely lead us to increase the toxic load in our body. So taking something like terrazyme, which is the little bottle in the left side, um uh, which these ones are a blend of digestive enzymes designed to support healthy digestion and gastrointestinal function. So this is something that definitely can help to help you digest and absorb the nutrients. So also, in order to decrease our discomfort due to hormonal imbalances, you need to reset the detoxification pathway. And we have an awesome system called Cleanse and Restore, which is that kit that you see there, including the vitamins and including the enzymes. Um, and it's designed to help your body clean the liver, the gut, and reset that sluggish metabolism and much more. I've seen people doing this detox that they were allergic to peanuts, for example, and after doing the detox, they were able to have 2 or 3 peanuts and not have an allergic reaction. So how it works is you're gonna you do the vitamins, you do the enzymes, you do the vitamins, because you while you're cleaning your body, you also need to nourish it at the same time. So you cannot take everything away. You have to give it to. And then there is a bottle that says GX Assist, which is the one that helps clean the gut. Okay, that will help clean everything, every bacteria and everything that is in your gut. You take that for 10 days, and then after you clean everything, you're empty. So you need to replace all that good bacteria that this natural supplement clean, because it has ingredients like oregano, lemongrass, different natural ingredients. They don't Oregano doesn't know, oh, you're good, you're bad. I'm just gonna clean the bad and leave the good. No, it's just gonna clean everything. So you have to take probiotics after you do that cleaning. And the one that's called PB Restore are the probiotics that you're gonna take the next 10 days. And it's like three times a day. So because you have to restore that good bacteria again. The good thing about this probiotic is that it not only works with bacteria, the good bacteria that is in your gut, it also replenish the good bacteria in your whole body. You know, you have bacteria everywhere in your skin, your mouth, and this one will also, it has pro and postbiotics, and it also helps with stuff like preventing vaginal infections. Okay, the sendo creams, you have two. One is herbal and one is full of essential oil. One will clean all your filtering organs like your pancreas, your liver, your kidneys, and then the other one will prevent from the ducts of the organs. It will prevent the clogging. Okay, well, since you're doing so much cleaning, it will prevent that everything that is being cleaned get clogs in the ducts. And you will use lemon oil in your water, because that also detoxes, like mildly detoxes during the day. And then the DDR prime, it's a cellular complex that will replenish everything at a cellular level. So it will regenerate your cells, regenerate good cells. So that's the whole detox process. Then that was like your first step. So once you get your foundation under control, we can move to get your hormones under control as well. So we get rid of the old hormones by a process called methylation. This is an important function of the liver. It is the process by which we get rid of the hormones that we already use, and also the external estrogens that we've been talking about. And this process actually happens in the presence of several substances that are very hard to pronounce, but I will try. So some of them are. So the first one is called indole 3-carbinol. The other one is isothiocyanate. And then the other one is butyric acid. Okay, so these first two are found in vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, etc. And we have a wonderful product called greens that contains all of these vegetables and more. And studies have shown that women who consume cruciferous vegetables like the ones I just mentioned 5 or more times a week dramatically reduce their breast cancer risk. So we suggest using greens daily, either these greens or all of the vegetables that I mentioned. But for this greens, it will help support the methylation pathways, and we recommend to take 1 or 2 scoops a day. And the good thing is that it tastes great. You're eating lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, and it's very good taste. So now we're going to talk about some specific things that you may be struggling with, and now you can naturally support it. Um, so I talked about the vitamins. So let's get to foundational health. You have to have a good foundation for all those things that your body needs to do. All the things that your body needs to do on a daily basis, you need to have a good foundation. So supplementation is the best thing you can do for your body. And unfortunately, nowadays, it's not easy to maintain a healthy diet that would do that on its own. So that's why supplementation is so important. We are generally too busy to eat all the fruits and veggies that we need to eat. And even if we eat all the fruits and veggies in the world, the fruits nowadays does not contain as many nutrients as it used to. So you would have to eat 21 oranges in order to get the same amount of vitamin A that you got from one orange back in 1950. And who's going to sit down and eat 21 oranges? That's impossible. So that's why you have to supplement. So this program, these 3 bottles, makes taking the first step on the pathway towards a lifetime of vitality, and it's very convenient and affordable. Our lifelong vitality health and vitality depends on many factors apart from supplementing, obviously diet, physical activity, weight management, rest, stress management, and the exposure to toxin, as well as inherited genetic predisposition for diseases or other things. But while some of these variables are beyond our complete control, breakthrough scientific research is revealing the many ways we can influence and even control significant factors of aging and wellness. A long life of vitality and healthy aging begins with providing your cells the essential nutrients and metabolic factors to help them perform optimally. So these 3 bottles, these 3 vitamins are going to help you do that. The one that says Microplex VMC are your vitamins and nutrients. Then you're going to have the EO omega, which is the fatty acids, and it's going to help your brain, your heart, and it really helps with emotions as well, your joints too. And then the last one, it's the antioxidant blend. So it reduces, it detoxes the cells, it reduces inflammation, it helps you with energy, and it fights, since it's full of antioxidants, it fights all of the free radicals that we are exposed to every day. Then there is there is this line that's called doTERRA Woman. It's a line of product formulated to address the unique and changing health needs for a woman. For normal hormonal level is influenced by woman's good health and emotional well-being from her early teens to the transition of menopause. These kits gently support a woman through menstrual cycle and helps diminish the normal symptoms of menopause. balance. It supports healthy bones and heart as women age. And uh, it also helps relieve from the intense emotions of the regular hormone cycles in women, and it provides natural support through different phases of life. So it has a little roller blend that's called Claricom, that it's our monthly blend that you can apply in your abdomen, and it helps. It even helps with the pain. It helps when you smell. I apply it here and I smell it. It helps me with my emotions when I am going through my period. It also have something called the bone nutrient essential complex. It provides optimal levels of vitamins and minerals that are essential for developing and maintaining a healthy bone mass and density, provides an excellent source of calcium and magnesium, provides healthy bone and overall health throughout like our life. And it also contains vitamin D and D2 and D3 that helps also absorb that calcium. And then the phytoestrogen, which is something that I don't ever go by because it really keeps me on my, it keeps me balanced for all my hormones. It balance the levels of the hormones. Okay, so it keeps, and it acts like I spoke about the external estrogen. So this phytoestrogen, what it does is that it acts as like a bodyguard. Okay, so when the external estrogen wants to come in into your body, the phytoestrogen will say, you're not coming in, you're not going to attach to my receptors, I am going to keep you away from here, because otherwise the external estrogens will attach to the receptors where the hormones that you should be producing should attach for. And then it's like a bully to our hormones. So it will just kick our hormones, are the ones that we produce, and it will attach to where it needs, where our hormone needs to be. So that it's very, very good. It also helps support for managing estrogen metabolism, and it really helps with the PMS symptoms. So when you combine both that I spoke about, these are phytoestrogens found in plant-based food. They interact with the estrogen receptors, like I said, in the body, and to aid that hormonal balance. Alongside with the essential nutrients that the vitamin has, like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, this combination support the bone health and reduce the risk. They also reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and both contribute to cardiovascular health, reduces inflammation, support healthy cholesterol levels, and improve the blood vessel function. Also, their antioxidant properties fight the oxidative stress, promote overall health and well-being, and alleviate the menopausal symptoms like hot flashes. I have clients that had took this for 2 weeks, and the hot flashes already went away. They were blown away by this. Also, I'm gonna skip this one. Okay, there you go. So if you're struggling with endocrine issues, these are great strategies to consider to calm the chaos when you're completely out of balance. So frankincense essential oil and sandalwood essential oils are overall balancers of the hormonal system. You are going to put them in the back of your neck. Okay. So ylang ylang is also a rock star for hormone support. You can put them behind your ears, and you can also take it internally. Okay, the doTERRA brand, it's completely safe to take internally. So all of these oils are therapeutic. And there is this blend that is my favorite. It is a combo of different oils that we have, balance and citrus bliss, which are blends already, so they have many oils. And then rose, you can choose between rose or sandalwood. You're gonna mix 30 drops of each and dilute it with coconut oil and use it on your pulse points, so your heart, the back of your ears, like on your wrist. And you can also use it on your ankle and the bottom of your feet. You can use several times a day until you start feeling okay, while you are restoring um, like the foundation, like I said. Um, okay, the next thing is uh, we're talking about metabolism, right? You can experience with the hormones being imbalanced, you can experience unwanted weight gain. So to support healthy metabolism, you you have to encourage healthy glucose level. So in this pack will help you balance your metabolic health again. Only 7% of people in the United States have good metabolic health. So we can all use some help in this. We have collagen, okay, which is the box, the orange box here. That one will help with energy, will also obviously help with making your skin look pretty. It will help you with clarity, like brain clarity, will help with pain, many things other than just making your skin look pretty, and it will help balance your metabolism. And then there is the oil, the capsules, the gums, and the beetlets, which help burn fat, okay, and help you lose weight. And then the last one, the metabolic assist, will help you keep your sugar levels in balance all the time. It won't allow you to have sugar spikes even if you eat carbohydrates. Obviously, if you don't eat them, better, but this will help you keep a balance. And then to many women also struggle with emotional health because of the dysregulation of balance of the hormones. So to soothe the emotion and support the healthy neurochemistry, we have a kit that's called a line that's called Adaptive, and this is for managing stress and anxiety. I personally take 2 capsules of the Adaptive. I use the roller on my pulse points, and I diffuse during the day the Adaptive oil. There's also something called vaginal distress and atrophy that can be a result of hormonal imbalance experienced in menopause and beyond. And you can use uh, this blend of essential oils that will help with that, and you can apply it inside the the walls, or you can make a suppository that you can insert into your vagina. And if you're interested in that, I can definitely help you um create it. um and then there is, for the hot flashes as well, there's a blend for the hot flashes. There's also a blend for the libido, and there's also support for pregnancy. Okay, so I don't think anyone's going through pregnancy here, but there's definitely support and different blends that we can use for pregnancy symptoms. For postpartum, we can use Claricom and Balance for like balance the hormones. For the pains, we can use Siberian Fair, Lavender, Copaiba for the after pains. And then we have a blend that's called Immortel, that you can create a peri spray to help you heal. There is also support for fertility. I don't think anyone's interested in that right now, but I just wanted to throw it in there. This is a totally different class that you can use. You can do a detox, the vitamins, phytoestrogen, and there is like different blends of oils that you can apply in your bodies to help you balance all the hormones. The Symphony of the Self protocols can help through every stage. Doesn't have to be fertility. It could be postpartum. It could be any stage of our hormonal life. So starting with these are the prices for the products. If you want to do like the foundation with the phytoestrogen, the individual prices are there. If you buy both of them, all of them is 130, and then you get a free roller of lavender oil, and that's the QR code in case you're interested in that one. Then we have the phytoestrogen kit that has the bone nutrient, a phytoestrogen, and the claricom. That one comes down to $85. And you can always add on to everything else that we we have spoke about. There's the different prices. The greens are $35, and for example, the adaptive bundle for the stress are $82. So if you decide to start with any of these products, what can you expect from us? We always give you a wellness consult where we can target your special needs. We always give you a special gift and samples of other products that we have. You will have access to educational classes, just like this one, many other different classes on other topics. There's an app that you can download that will tell you like what essential oils can you use on the go so that you have any questions answered. And you're always going to have ongoing support with us. You always can count on us answering any questions. I think, Kristen, you're the only one that are here. I don't know if you have any questions at all. But here is in this QR code, it's my contact information, my phone number, my email, everything. So you can contact me anytime if you have any questions. Is there anything that I can help you answer?
No, I think it all sounded good. I've actually got some of those products here that I need to get started with. So
Okay, cool. Thank you for coming then. I'm gonna stop and thank you for everything. And I'm gonna stop the recording. And
oh,
and
thank,
thank you. If you have any questions, I'm available.
okay. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Bye, good night.
Bye.